7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Good morning, everybody. Florida is home to 1.5 million military veterans, making it the third largest veteran state in the nation. And in Hillsborough and Pinellas counties, we have the most veterans in the state of Florida. Those stats coming directly from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. So it's no surprise that the Crisis Center works with veterans every day, giving and receiving help. Take, for example, Mike Price. The Air Force and Army veteran served in Egypt, Kosovo, Saudi Arabia, Germany, and Iraq. And today, in civilian life, he is a medic with TransCare, thanks to the Crisis Center, and we are delighted to have him in the studio with us. And also with him is Clara Reynolds, the president and CEO of the Crisis Center. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
First of all, thank you on behalf of the entire Morning Show team. Thank you for your service to our country.
Thank you.
Tell us how your skills in the Army and the Air Force kind of translated into this really cool job that you have now.
Well, it's very regimented. We train a lot, so when the situations get really, crazy, we go right into our training, and it's A, B, C, and how we do our job, and it really is very methodical.
When you first did the interview for this position, the ambulance, the medical transport is run by the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay. Did you see yourself in that role, and what did you think about this?
Initially, I did not. I was going to go away from the medical profession, but then I kind of fell into it with just having a bit of survivor guilt. 21 guys in my unit didn't come home, and I think with the Crisis Center, working with them and patients, it's really helped me out to kind of deal with that.
How do you feel about local companies giving veterans an opportunity to find their second wind, to really soar and do well?
It is great, but there are a lot of veterans out there that are either not finding these resources. They're out there and they're struggling. And I like it with the TransCare 211 that they have an outlet.
That's right. And of course, Clara, he's referring to the hotline, where you all have created a situation where veterans are taking the calls of veterans.
It's a wonderful opportunity to connect veterans with veterans, particularly veterans that are calling us in crisis. Mike will tell you, veterans are so resourceful so that by the time they reach out to call for help, they're in desperate need. So it's wonderful to be able to connect them to another veteran that has walked the walk and talked the talk of life.
So many people think of the Crisis Center helping veterans with that crisis line, but there are other ways. How is it to have employees who are veterans?
To have employees like Mike is fantastic because they come with such an incredible amount of training, wonderful experience. They're so calm, and because we're so lucky to have younger individuals coming to us for oftentimes their very first employment opportunity, to have a mentor like Mike be able to help them through their first few years on the job, it's priceless. So we find such benefit in having veterans in our workforce.
Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for coming in, Mike. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for the honor.
If you would like to learn more about the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay and the many ways that it helps our local veterans and the job opportunities, you can visit them online at crisiscenter.com.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Lakeland.